Hi guys, welcome back. So a couple of hours ago, I was trying to come up with an afrobeat. So I was struggling so hard with the melody because it sounded like something I created. And at that point, that wasn't exactly what I wanted. I wanted it to have a totally different feel. Alright, so in that frustration, I bumped into a plugin that made it easier for me to generate a MIDI pattern idea in the category or genre of instrumentals I wanted to create. So it is by Mr. Jefferson and it is called Stepista. It is simply an AI powered assistant that helps you generate MIDI pattern based on the genre or style you are trying to create. So if this is something you're interested in, sit tight as we check it out. So as you can see on the screen, the UI is quite simple. It's a simple plugin and there is an already generated melody pattern, and if you look closely here you will see the genre I'm on or the style I'm under, which is Afrobeat pulse. So let me quickly play so that you hear what we have. And with this, I already knew where this instrumentals is gonna go, but I always advise not to depend 100% on tools like this. Now, before we jump into sequencing and all that, let's quickly go through the UI so that you understand perfectly well how to use this plugin. Below here is actually where you select the styles, and according to the developer, they will be updating this, which is interesting. As you can see, a whole lot of styles or genres. You can see the electro bass line, the house groove, you can see the techno sequence, minimal pause, and interestingly, you can see UK drill, you can see jazz and Detroit techno. So it all depends on what you're going for. And luckily for me, it has Afrobeat pulse. The next feature here is this generate button. If you choose the style or genre, you click on generate. And I also noticed another feature here, which is the randomize. It will scout through this list and just randomly pick a style and generate. Below here you can see the BPM, and at default it locks into the BPM of your DAW. The next is the bar. You can see the octave, then you can see to switch it either 132 or 116 depending on the pattern of the beat you're working on. And below here is to choose the key of your project. In my case, I want to build the Afrobeat on C. And you can also experiment with these options here. It has to do with how the generated MIDI pattern comes out. Alright, right below here is to download this MIDI file and you now import it in your DAW. So at this point, I'm satisfied with the generated MIDI pattern, so I'll click export MIDI. So let's see what happens. But unfortunately, the export button isn't responding, so I'm not too sure why. Maybe it's from my end. So what I now did was to just copy exactly this pattern and transfer it to the sequencer here. Alright, so as you can see, I've recreated this pattern here into my DAW. So at this point, I will now start composing the beat from here, and this is what we have. And at this point, I can easily bring in my percussions. So remember, this was the idea, the melody idea, which I transferred to the sequencer, which is this one right here. And from this single idea now, it now became the foundation. And from there, I was able to now create the entire instrumental. So this is the percussion. And all the percussions put together, we now have this. Now let's bring in our generated melody. So why am I showing you this? Just to prove a point that sometimes when you struggle with coming up with an inspiration, it is not really bad to call up an assistant like tools like this, but I always suggest or advise not to depend on it 100%. In my case, I only used it to generate this idea because on my own, I might not approach this instrumental from this perspective, from this angle, alright? But with the help of that tool, it gave me the opportunity to like structure my beat sounding a little bit different from my normal flow, my normal approach, my normal kind of melody style and things like that. So finally I now added just this. Alright guys, and that will be it for this plugin by Mr. Jefferson called Stepista. If you're interested to check it out, I'll be leaving the link in the description. Try it out and let us know what you think about it. And if you want to check out other free plugins I've covered on this channel, the video on the screen is a playlist. Go there, who knows, you might find something useful. And I'll see you over there. As always, stay creative, stay focused, and bye for now.